So students, part 3 of revision of Python basics done in class 11 CS is this. So we are doing use of control flow statements. Use of control flow statement. Control flow statements means such statements that can be used in your program. As if you want to make any program in programming language, then you need to write some statements or some instructions for that. So if you do not know how to write any statement or how to use any programming construct, then how will you write? So before starting making any program, you need to if we want to learn control flow statements, we should know their types. There are mainly three types of control flow statements in any programming language. First is sequential. Sequential I can explain here it by saying, if you for explaining this topic, I will be using script mode. You can use it in interactive mode also, but we would prefer it in strict script mode. So if I saying a equal to 10, b equal to 20, c equals to a plus b and print c. So I have made a little program here of addition of two integers and printing the sum. If I save and press F5 here, we will get the result. So what happened in this code? Your statement 1 executed this, statement 2 this one executed, after then statement 3 this executed, and after then this execute. So in these four statements, execution of your control or flow of execution of your control is as per the statements sequence, means which statement you have given at the first, that is executed at the first, and which statement that you have given on the second position, that will be executing second time. So there is a sequence of execution of the statements as such as given in the program, means your four statements are executing in the order in which they are mentioned in the program. So these types of statements which are executing as per the order given in the program, all those statements are known as sequential type statements or sequential control flow statements. Next is decision making statement. So decision making we have further its types. First is if. So if is used where you want to decide some action, means you want to first check the any condition, and then you are taking the decision what to do next. For example, if you say, if it is raining outside, then I will not go outside, means this is a simple sentence of English. So if such conditions are required, such type of statements are required in your program, then you need to use decision making statement. For example, here I am explaining the use of if statement. For example, this I am making here a program of checking whether the given number is positive or negative. I am using here a int input, enter a number. So I have made a little code here, and this code is only doing one thing, that is it is checking whether your number is positive or not. If your number is not positive, then it will not print any value, it will not print any message. it is just printing your number is positive when you have entered a positive number. See, if I run this program, it asks about a number. I have given 3, it is giving number is 5. Again I run this code. If I enter -3, then it doesn't say anything. So for its better readability, we can use one more if here. If a less than 0, then print number is negative. So if you want to use such statements or such condition based statements in your program, then you can use here. This is the one example of enter number. You have entered -3, so number is negative. In the same way, if you enter positive number, then it will print number is positive. Okay, so this was a simple example of if statement. Next is your if else statement. So if else is required where you need to check whether the given condition is true or false. If the condition is true, then you have to do something, and if the condition is not true, else you need to do something else. If else programs, if else statements is required. For example, if I say if you go to your CS teacher house, then you will get coffee at his house, else you will not have anything. Okay, so if there are 2 options, either of one is to be fulfilled compulsorily, then it is required to use if else statement. I am using one more example for explaining this. So I have again made a program for checking positive or negative number, but this time I have used here if else. So if you check this code and find the output, so F5, I am pressing F5 here, and it is again asking a number 4. Again number is positive. In the same way, if I give -4, then it will give number is negative. So if you see the difference between this program and the previous one, our program was this one. Okay, so you can check if I give 0 this time, it is not giving any output. In this case, if I give 0 for A, 0 is greater than 0? No. Then print statement is not printing. Again, it is checking 0 is less than 0? No. Again, this print statement will not execute. So in case of 0, there is no statement executing, but in this case, if you run this program and you are giving 0, then it is giving number is negative. So what is the difference between two multiple ifs, individual ifs, and if else is, if else, in if else, either if will execute or compulsorily else will be execute if your condition is not true. Means if the given condition evaluates to true, then the block of if will be executing, otherwise block of else will be compulsorily executing this time. So our next control flow statement is nested if. Nested if means if inside if. So I have made a little code showing nested if. Nested if means if inside if. So what will happen in this case? I am explaining it by running it. If we pressing F5, enter A. If I enter 11 and enter B 12. So this is giving both are greater than 10. How? We have given 11 for A, here 11 for A and 12 for B. So is 11 greater than 10? Yes. Then it goes inside if. Here again it is checking, is 12 greater than 10? Yes, it is printing both are greater than 10. So if I again give some value here for enter A11 and for B I am giving 10, then it is nothing, there no output is coming, because inside if the inner if this one is getting false. This is true because A is 11 but B is 10. 10 is not greater than 10, that's why it is false. So this print statement is not printing. You can also use nested if by saying else of inside loop, inside if and something to print, and even you can use else of outer if also, this one, by saying print again something to print. So this may be the case of using nested if. This is another simple example of this. If this condition true, then your control comes to this condition. If this is true, then print will be executing and your control will be coming outside here. And if your this one condition is true and this is false, then your control will be coming to this else and printing something. So in the same way, if your this condition is false, then your control will come this else, means this else is a part of outer if. Next is if elif. If elif means if else if ladder. So for explaining if elif ladder, I have made a little code also here. So if we run this code, then it is asking 3 and printing yes. See, 3 is greater than 0. Yes. So print your statement. Yes statement is executing. Again, if you run this code, then if you enter -4, then it is printing no. See, and if you use another example here, for example, if you say less than -3 here, okay, then what will happen? See, F5, I am giving -5. Oh, F5, I am giving -5 here. So it is printing no, because -5 is less than -3. So in the same way, if I print here 8, then it is printing yes, 8 is greater than this. And if I give here -1, then it is printing by. See, -1 is greater than 0? No. So your control coming here, -1 is less than -3? No. So your control is coming to else and it is printing by here. Okay. Next we have done in class 11 looping and branching, means for loop and while loop. I will explain with one example here. See, I have made a little code with the use of for loop, and it is a program of printing counting 1 to 10. See, it is printing 1 to 10. I have pressed F5 here. So how it is working? Range is a function which is generating a list of values, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. 10 by 10. Range always generate the value one less than the given highest range. See, this is your starting range, this is your stopping range, and your range function generates a value. Your function generating a value from 1 to 10, and 1 by 1. 4 is an intelligent loop. So what it is doing, I will be having values 1 first time, and then your control coming to print statement, and again it is printing 1, and now your control goes to pick another value for I will be having 2, and your output will be 2. In the same way, it is going on working till you get I equal to 10, and it is printing 10 here. So further, there is no value to picking from list, so nothing will be printing. And next is while loop. See, while loop is also working like for loop, but we prefer for loop where we are sure that the total number of statements, how much time will be, or how many times will be the statements executing. And while loop, we prefer while loop where we do not know the number of repetitions of the statements. So if I want to do the same program for printing counting 1 to 10 in while loop, I will be using a code. So I have again made a code. We are checking it. It is again printing the output 1 to 10. How it is working, your I will be 1 at the first position, and now it is checking, is 1 less than 10? Yes. If yes, then it is printing 1 at your output window. Now your I become 1 plus 1, that is 2, and your code control again going to this statement, and it is checking, is 2 less than 10? Yes. Then if it is yes, then it will print 2 on the output window, and it is now changing the I. 2 plus 1, I will be 3 now. In the same way, it is this loop is going on till you get a value of I to 10, and so on. Not so on means if this will be working till you get I10. As soon as you get 10 will be printed, and your I will become 10 plus 1, that is 11. So now your program, your control is again going to check it out for 11, but this time your condition becomes false, so these two statements will not executing further. So this was the end of part 3. So now for further